Hey, welcome back all. Today's lesson is about discounts and markups. Now, most of you probably know what a discount is. You've been to stores before, you've seen sales, you've seen them on TV. You know what a sale is, what a discount is. You might not know what a markup is. A markup is when the store purchases the item at one price and then adds money onto the item before it sells it to the customer. They do this so that they can make a profit, so that they can pay for more items, so that they can pay their employees, pay the utility bills, and like I said, make a profit. Here are some examples of markups that might help you make sense of this. So in this example, the store would buy a bed for $400. They would sell it for $500. So their profit would be $100 on each bed that they sold. What we're going to learn about today is something called a markup percentage, which is the percentage the store uses to mark up the price a certain amount of dollars. Here's an example that's important to me. So as a type 1 diabetic, I need insulin. And this article from a few years ago says there's no reason why insulin should be so expensive. In 1996, Eli Lilly used to sell insulin for $21 a vial. Today it sells the same vial for $275. Prices, profits, and executive pay are all increasing. This is important because the insulin that they sold in 1996 is the same as the insulin they sell now, but you'll see that the price has gone more than 10 times higher. If you've ever been to the movie theater, you've experienced a markup. I think we've all purchased some very expensive popcorn. Popcorn only costs the movie theaters a few pennies to make, but if you've ever been to AMC or Showcase, you know for sure that you're not paying only a few pennies for your popcorn. Same goes for soda at your movie theater. So these are examples of markups that you might be experiencing or already have experienced. What we're going to do today is we're going to complete these notes together, and then you're going to be working on the problems that are on the back. For number one, it says, one of the most common places you encounter percents is when you are shopping. Many places use percents for discounts. A discount is a decrease in the original price of the item. To find a sale price, first find the percent. Then subtract the sale price from the original price. I'm going to solve this problem two different ways, using a proportion and using an equation. Just like always, you can decide which way you want to use, which way you want to solve the problem. I'm going to start with solving with a proportion. It says a pair of jeans originally cost $75. So underline the word originally and the number $75. It's on sale for 25% off. What is the sale price? Underline sale price. So for 25% off, we write 25 over 100. And then the number 75 is across from the word originally, so we know that the 75 goes across from the 100%. Now you're going to use your calculators and you're going to do 75 divided by 100. It's 25. Should have gotten $18.75. Now, here's the mistake that most people make, is they think that this is the answer. This is not the answer. This is just how much is going to be subtracted from the price. So we have to do $75 minus $18.75. $56.25. So again, this 1875 was not the answer. It was an in-between step. Lots of you are going to make that mistake and circle this as your answer and think that you're done. But you need to subtract the 1875 from the 75 in order to find the sale price. If you're using the equation, we have the part is equal to the percent times the whole amount. The percent is 25%. So we write 25% as a decimal. The whole amount is $75. When we multiply, we get $18.75. And then we have to remember to subtract $75 and $18.75. So remember, you can always pause these videos or rewatch them if there's anything that I'm doing too fast. So if any of that was happening too fast for you, just hit pause or back up a few minutes, a few seconds just to watch it again, because I want to make sure you understand how this is done. If you're ready to move on, you can follow along with me. Number 7, it says you can find the original price if you know the discount price and the percent. First, subtract the percent discount from 100%. Then find the original price, which is the whole amount, given the percent, and sale price, which is the part. So it says a pair of boots is on sale for 65% off. The sale price is $21. We have to find the original price. So if the sale is for 65% off, we have to think about what is the customer actually paying. And so if we subtract 100 minus 65, see that the customer is paying for 35%. A little confusing, so let me just repeat that. If the sale is 65% off, that means 65% of the price is taken off before the customer buys it. What's left over is what the customer actually pays for. And the customer is paying for 35%. So when we write our proportion, we use 35%. And this $21 is the 35% that the customer is paying. We have to find the original price, and that's why your variable goes here across on the 100. This is a good example of where you might back up and watch this part again if this isn't making sense yet. It'll just take some practice and take some time, but it will make sense. The 35 is coming from 100 minus 65. 65 is the savings. That's the sale. So the customer is paying for the leftover, which is 35%. The customer is going to pay $21, so that gets lined up with the 35%, and we're looking for the original price. So you're going to do 21 divided by 35, and then times 100. $60. So that means that $60 was the original price, because it's lined up with the 100%. If we solved it using an equation, the sale price is part of the price, so that goes here where the part is. Customer is paying for 35%, and we're looking for the original amount. So anytime we're talking about the original, we're talking about the 100% or the whole amount. Last year you learned that if the variable is being multiplied, you divide to find the value. So you divide by 35 hundredths, and we get the same answer. We get W, that W is equal to $60. A markup is an increase in the price a store buys an item for to the selling price. A markup is used so that the stores make a profit. To find the selling price after a markup, find the markup, then add it to the original price. A store purchases sweaters for $25 each. The percent markup is 40%. We have to find the selling price. All right, so if the markup is 40%, the store purchased the sweaters at $25, and so that is your 100%. We need to find out what the 10%, what the 40% is. So we do 25 divided by 100 times 40. $10. Now, here's where you might make a mistake. $10 isn't how much the sweaters cost. $10 is the markup. So the word up tells us that we're going to be adding the $10 onto the price. So the item is now $35. Pause the video at any time and re-watch it if there's something that doesn't make sense. My expectation is not that you're going to be able to watch the video only once. You should have to watch it a few times or watch certain parts a few times in order to understand how to do this. All right, so the 40% is written as 40 hundredths or 0.40. The original price is $25, $10, and then we add the $10 to the $25. So, like I said, watching it just once probably isn't going to be enough for anybody. So please watch parts of this video again or watch the whole thing again. You're ready, flip the page over and start working on these problems, and then pass in your work, or we'll check it off at the end, or we'll check it at the next day, depending on what the directions I give you are for that class. For right now, start working on these 8 problems using the information and the examples that you see in the notes here.